Jeremy Adams, Fernando Passarin, Matt Ryan, and Brent Peoples run Wally into some danger as the Eclipso-possessed Justice League Dark attack the hero in Gemworld, while Irey is kidnapped, with Jai the only one left to save her. Jeremy Adams continues Wally's Gemstone adventure this issue, filling the issue with lots of action and a good bit of exposition into explaining what Eclipso intends on doing with the world, using it as a sort of focusing tower for his power in order to conquer those who imprisoned him. On top of that, Adams also gives Jai and Irey their own little adventure against the Calculator, who is kidnapping meta-powered kids and selling them off to the highest bidder. Like last issue, Adams finds a great balance for both stories, bouncing back between them at correct moments to help build tension in them both, and then seemingly tying them together at the end, and in the case of the Jai-Irey storyline, even teasing us with a possible Animal Man appearance, being that Maxine is Buddy's daughter, which is a lot of fun seeing as we haven't seen Buddy in a long time it seems, and it'll be cool to see him come in and interact with Wally. Fernando Passarin, Matt Ryan and Brent Peoples continue to deliver a smattering of colourful, action-packed pages that feel very chaotic, but have great composition to them, so nothing ever feels very hard to follow. The Flash issue 778 was another action-adventure filled issue that bounced between our two storylines to great effect, ending on a cliffhanger that is pretty great and ties both stories together pretty seamlessly. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10. The Flash issue 778 finds Irey and her friend Maxine excitedly racing through the night. Maxine assures her that Irey will be back before anyone finds out, but Irey knows that if her brother catches her, she won't get to play video games ever again. They are suddenly confronted by the woman Shimmer, who Maxine quickly puts the excuses on, saying they were just leaving a Girl Ranger meeting and their house is just around the corner where her very big dad lives. She wonders if the woman wants to buy some cookies when suddenly the villain Mammoth appears behind them, saying that he loves cookies as Shimmer injects the girls with a sedative, knocking them out. As the villains load the girls into a van, Jai watches from the bushes, sneaking onto the top of the van before it pulls away. Knowing powers or not, he can't let them get kidnapped, remembering his father told him that a West always saves the day, so he's going to do his best. Wally meanwhile escapes from the now possessed Justice League Dark, hoping that they can now slow down and talk for a minute. Constantine throws a magical bag of fire at the hero, and Eclipso says that he won't stop so close to his goal now. Flash turns the fire back onto John, burning it out as Detective Chimp jumps on the hero, covering his face with his hat as Eclipso says that Flash has no chance and no hope of defeating him. Ragman attacks, but Flash grabs Rory's cape, swinging him into Bobo. Zatanna attacks, but before Eclipso can use her to cast any of her magical spells, Flash wraps Ragman's cape around her head, preventing her from speaking. Etrigan's fire almost roasts Wally, but the hero runs in circles around the possessed hero, bringing the fire into Dr. Fate's path, burning the hero. Flash smashes Etrigan in the face before confronting the final member of the possessed team, Amethyst. But Dark Opal smashes her on the head with a rock, knocking her out. Wally stops him from killing the Queen, but Opal knows that if they are to survive, then they need to escape before the team awake. Wally hopes he has a place in mind as Shimmer and Mammoth take the kidnapped Maxine and Irey into a log cabin, meeting with their boss, the Calculator, who knows that many countries will pay handsomely for a child metahuman they can mold as they see fit. He orders them to be put into the stasis tubes and put to sleep so they can't escape, as Shimmer asks how he knows where to find them. Calculator says that it's rather easy thanks to the cloud networks nowadays, and access to hospital blood work and other data on the cloud allows him to easily discover who is a meta and who isn't. Mammoth leaves the girls to get some sleep as Jai sneaks into the room via the window, freeing his sister and her friends. Irey wonders if she is in trouble and won't get to play any video games, but Jai knows that's not something they need to worry about at the moment, wanting them to get out of there. Maxine asks if he brought help, but Jai says he's the only one there to save the day. Jai asks if Irey can speed them out of there, but she's still really tired thanks to the stasis tube sedative. Maxine hears someone coming and Jai knows there's no time to get them all out of the window, so there's only one thing they can do. In Gemworld, Dark Opal takes Wally to Castle Opal, telling the hero that they are are there because the other heroes said that he wielded a weapon that once imprisoned Eclipso. Wally knows that the villain broke out of the spear though, and Dr. Fate said the power in it was depleted, but Opal wants to recharge it using his rather considerable magical powers. The villain gets to work, powering up the spear as Wally asks why he's helping him. Opal says it's for his freedom, calling upon Eclipso, who blasts Flash as the possessed Justice League Dark arrive. Jaya meanwhile tells his sister to charge him with her power, but Irey refuses to share the Speed Force since he'll be injured like before, but Jaya knows they don't have any time to do this, only needing a spark. Irey touches her brother on the forehead, zapping him as Mammoth returns to the room. The Flash meanwhile is beaten up by Etrigan as he is encased in a crystal, telling Etrigan for a possessed demon who is possessed by another demon he hits like a baby. Amethyst calls for enough, telling Flash as Eclipso that everyone is under his power now, wondering what makes Flash so special that he's immune to his call. Flash refuses to talk, so Amethyst hits him, wondering if he will be smiling when Eclipso enters the heart of the gem world, since his plans on using the crystalline structure to take control of all of those people who locked him up and allow him to take his revenge. Wally understands why he got fired now, since he's insane, knowing someone will stop the villain. Eclipso knows that Flash or the Justice League won't even be able to do anything, since they don't even know what's happening there, and even if they did, they could do nothing. Eclipso reveals that an army of his warriors have gathered to watch over his central avatar, Starbreaker, as he smashes his way into the magical tunnel which guards the heart of the gem world. The villain proclaims that the world's crystalline bones will shout into the black of space and he will finally have his revenge, and nothing can and will stop him. Mammoth meanwhile charges the kids, intending on killing Jai, but the boy meets his fist with his own, breaking Mammoth's wrist. Jai throws Mammoth back through the doorway as Shimmer is given more orders by Calculator. Jai demands to know which one of them kidnapped his sister as Shimmer picks up a chair, using her powers to turn it to steel as she throws it at the boy, but Jai catches it, easily squashing it down into a ball, then fastballing it back at the villain, knocking them both down. He suddenly falls down in pain thanks to the power, as Irey knows the power is going to kill him. Jai tells her to forget about him, somehow knowing that their father is in trouble in Gem World.